In today's show, we're taking a look from Super 7 Ultimates. Godzilla -1. Stay tuned. And welcome back to the show, guys. Welcome back, guys. And if you're watching this, today is Tuesday, October 8th. And you're watching this because I got this figure yesterday and I'm extremely excited because I'm blown away that for the first time since I've had this channel, Big Bad Toy Store delivered on this immediately. I haven't seen too many videos on this guy from Super 7, so I wanted to get it out there. Not to mention, guys, by the time you're watching this on your TVs, on your phone, I'm already heading to the West Coast for the storm with my firm and for storm assistance and adjustments. So with that said, welcome to R.P.Animations. I am your host, Red, and I am happy to do the review of what I think is the most exciting Godzilla since Shin Godzilla. And guys, I don't know what to say, but let me lean this guy in here. And if you notice, there are no pink dorsal fins. The most stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. Please, Toho, when you're watching this video, I beg of you, please take your IP, please take your property back from Legendary Films. Don't let them make another one. Please cancel everything. Take a hold of your Godzilla movies and start producing them. Please don't let them do that. It's just a mockery. Godzilla sleeping in the Coliseum, wearing a pink dorsal. I didn't understand any of that. I literally walked out of the theater. And don't get me started with King Kong and his Nintendo Power Glove. But anyways, enough of that rant. Happy to have him here. Now, I got him here leaning against the tail because it comes separately. And that's all you're getting from the box, guys. You're getting a tail, and you're getting a second head sculpt, which my rant to Super 7 is that's lazy. You should have put a hinge in the mouth, on the face, on that. So I'm gonna just pose him there like that, like if he's doing the whole flying thing, that stupidity from the 70s. And let's bring in the head sculpt so you guys can see that. So a little bit of the green, brown, the paint wash or the dry brushing. Look at the face. Now, some folks did complain about the sculpt, and I looked at it, and the Godzilla and the eyes look perfect. They look amazing. I'm going to bring the tail in because later on, my understanding is I'm going to have to heat it up to get it going, but at least let me show you guys. There is sections here. It's broken up in sections. Um, the dorsal fins are very, very soft, guys. It's a very soft plastic to be able to articulate them. Some are hard, some are very soft, guys. So you don't need to worry about that. Let's go ahead and bring Godzilla in, the big guy, so you guys can see the other head sculpt. Now, a lot of people were whining and complaining about the texture, that it's too glossy. It gives it a wet look, like if he just got out of the ocean, and that's okay. Guys, I have no complaints. As long as the dorsal fins are not pink or stupid or any of that moron stuff that we saw in Empire, I'm okay. This was a fantastic figure. I mean, Toho has to sign off on this anyways. And again, Super 7, this is just lazy on your part. You could have put a hinge there instead of two heads. We would have got an extra hands on there. So in a few minutes, guys, what we'll do is I will heat up Godzilla, and I will go ahead, pop in the tail, because I heard that's a big problem. We'll look at him with the tail and everything, and all the details and all the glory. There's no articulation on the toes, so all the articulation is just held here, and we'll look at that, and we'll look at all the articulation together. Then we'll compare it to my Shin Godzilla, which I've had now for 8 years, and we'll look at that. So with that said, I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, and we're back with the tail on. Just a quick warning to you guys. Make sure your blow dryer is hot enough. Make sure, because the plastic is extremely hard plastic, and it took me a while before the center where it's supposed to go, not the peg that's on the tail. Don't heat that up. Heat up the circle inside where the space in the cavity, so it'll get hot and you'll be able to pop in the tail and then let it cool off. So overall, this is what it looks like with the tail. Let's I'm gonna put the tail to the side like this so I can stand him up. And you know, we're going all out with this guy, and I want to go out for you guys. So here's what I've done. I've even found it anyways, the old measuring tape. So I'm gonna pre-select the side. Let me stop it there. And he pretty much stands according to this. Whoops. Yeah, you guys love those bloopers of mine. Well, this thing is already old, so this is what he stands at. So the battery's dying out on this thing, but 7.8, 7.7, he's up there. Let me, before we do articulation and swap the head, let me bring in my Shin Godzilla so you guys can see size comparison. This is a big boy compared to this one. I still love my Shin Godzilla. I wish he would have been this size from SUPER7. And honestly, I don't know why SUPER7 does this size. It's okay, it's cool. I don't know how you stop motion people feel, or how you guys can integrate other figures to battle each other, or you'll have to do special camera work. So to get the head off, you have to pop off the head here. And be careful, guys. The head does have some spikes around him, so it does hurt a little bit when you're trying to get them out. Let's pop in this head. It goes in here like this. We'll pop it in. Give me just a second. Oh, I think Uncle Red's getting too old for all of this. But anyways, you get like a gap here on there, and there's a gap here on the head so the dorsal fins don't hit that, and then you get that. So also, guys, these things are soft. These things are made for you to bend and articulate and then do the motion, but they do rub with each other, so be careful so you don't break your dorsal fins, okay? So, and the articulation, you do get that, but it's making this noise when the fins are rubbing next to each other, so it's making me a little bit nervous. So now that we've got the other head on, so you guys can take a look. Look how crazy that looks. Oh, it popped off again. All right. We're gonna have to do some heating up, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna be very sincere with you guys. Sometimes this toy collecting stuff, I don't know, man, it's just become more complex than just having fun with it. I don't remember action figures being this difficult, and I think collectors have ruined the whole genre. That's why it's so expensive. Animators, man, they just want articulated action figures. It's not that complicated, you know. You got to deal with the head popping off on, then you got to heat it up. It's just very, very, you know, it's just not necessary, all that. But anyways, that's just me ranting with frustration like you guys. Again, this is laziness. This could have been articulated on there, but let's go ahead and do some articulation here for him now that we've got the head. So the head does go up and down. There is this hinge here to separate it from the dorsal fin. So, you know, on there, love the chest piece they gave him on here. Love what they did with the figure, with the chest, you know, the details. So the arms do go out to here. That's pretty much it. There is bicep swivel. There is a single joint there in the elbow. And then the hands, guys, very nervous. It's the first time I have a Super 7, so I really don't know much about their hands. Do articulate, but I don't want to press on it too much. It's not moving. It's a little bit stiff. For the meantime, I'm just going to leave it. It does swivel, guys. The hands do swivel. I don't know if they go up and down. It doesn't matter. I don't care. At this point, I really just happy to have this guy, to be honest with you. And I love the contrast of colors of this Godzilla. I love everything that they've done. I'm sorry, but Toho saw what America was doing and said, you know what? We need to take our franchise back. It's just stupidity after stupidity. I don't know what that Adam guy was thinking with that King Kong versus Godzilla, but even he turned off his Instagram so he wouldn't get slack from people. And that goes to show, you know, you don't care about your fans. The legs articulate that much. There is just a single hinge right there, and this is what you get in the leg. No toe articulation. So overall, guys, it is what it is for the cost. Is it worth the $80 that Super 7 wants? Absolutely not. Is it worth $1 million for your hearts? Absolutely yes. It's a beautifully designed Godzilla. It's fantastic. Not a lot of articulation, but it could still be done because there are people that have done beautiful articulations with Super 7 figures. So honestly, I don't care what the haters say. I don't care if it says it's too shiny. I think it's just absolutely beautiful and no stupid pink dorsal. So with that said, guys, tell me if you're going to pick this up, if you're not going to pick it up. My opinion, it's not worth the 80 bucks to pay for this. It's worth 50, maybe 60 the most. But I will tell you that it's a fantastic, beautiful figure. For those of you who are not going to animate it, I will tell you that it's going to sit beautifully on your shelf. Try not to lose the second head that you get. For those of you who are going to animate it, I'm sure you're going to be doing some creative things with this guy. So let me know your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. And if you're going to get it, please share with me in the comments. So with that said, me and Godzilla, me and the G-Man, we're done. Please, while I'm gone, guys, and while I'm dealing with the whole hurricane, please like, share, and subscribe. You guys have been beautiful. So for those of you who are in the west coast of Florida, if you haven't evacuated, please do so. And with that said, guys, please treat each other nicely. Show some love to each other. Help each other out. We're in difficult times right now, especially with the storm. And stay safe out there. This is Red, and me and the G-Men. We are